All right, we are here with James Manning, photographer. And so, Mr. Manning, what is, do you have any favorite things you like to shoot? That was just a piece of graffiti that I saw. Like, is graffiti the same as it was back in the day? Hasn't it changed?
Yeah, it's changed a lot, but basically what I like to shoot is what I get paid to shoot, and then
that's always a good thing.
But I get paid to shoot architecture and neighborhoods. So I spend my daytime out on the streets of New York City and Brooklyn. I've shot about 22 neighborhoods in Manhattan and about 52 out of 64 in Brooklyn. And
like neighborhoods, meaning like what?
I trudge around the neighborhood and I try to
are there specific things they ask you to capture?
No, I just capture what I think
is intuitively.
Yeah, I just capture the feel of the neighborhood, the conceptual feeling.
So
of the
when they call you up, whoever they are.
No, they are my employer. I go in there each day.
So your employer, say, James, we
I
want you to go to such and such neighborhood.
Garrettson Beach.
And
capture the feeling of the neighborhood.
Now, do you do just buildings, you said? Architecture?
Well, I do architecture, and primarily I do architecture, but I do it in a very conceptual way. So I don't just take a picture of a building. I would take a picture of a part of a building or what I consider to be something interesting.
Spectacular.
Yes.
Now, do you always find the spectacular in everything? Like there's always
I find the spectacular in everything about 30% of the time.
Is that right?
So I throw away.
Wow, so 70% of the time, not.
50% of my photos I throw away.
Is that perfectionism, or is that just?
No, it's just the biggest they suck. And but and then the other 20% I kind of are edgy on, and the other 30% I think are good. And it's the same with people. My motto is always to make people look better than they are.
Well, photographs can do that.
My photographs.
And makeup and hair. Yeah, it's back to that image thing.
No, it's not
well, Lorraine is a makeup and hair person.
Yeah, but I can make Lorraine look great no matter what, whether she's makeup and hair on or not.
Well, she's gorgeous no matter what.
Right,
so.
but I can make her look good upside down. The point is if I couldn't make her look good upside down, I wouldn't print it. I wouldn't publish it. It would be deleted.
Right.
It would be deleted.
So people like you.
Well, in general, the response to my neighborhood images those are all good, except for a few. And the response to my pictures of people, which is what I do for fun, which is at night, which is bands.
So those are for fun.
Those are bands.
So when you came to do Mickey's Bash, and that's how I met you.
Yes.
That was just for fun.
Yeah.
And you took really good pictures. Did you have fun that night?
I had a great time.
That was a good night. It was fun.
That was fantastic. And it was funny because I had a series of shots of you, and I knew I must have been insulting you because you were really funny looking back at me.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I was probably being really crude, but funny.
You think?
I think so.
Well,
because you gave me faces that were like that's bad, and
Like when you were taking pictures.
Yeah, of you, and your face was like, and then and then
I didn't know you yet.
And then you were probably kissing me on the neck afterwards.
That's a dream skeleton in your closet.
No. That's the way. That's the effect I have on people.
Oh, is that right? Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut, but I spent most of my life in New York City.
Where in Connecticut?
Westport.
Okay.
But most of the time in New York City.
Yeah, he's got to change that.
I've been in New York City since '78, pretty much.
Okay,
so born in New York.
I've been blown. Well, Upper West Side, but now I live in Financial District.
Ooh.
Oh, Manhattan.
Yeah, Manhattan.
Okay.
212.
Yeah, 2.
Have you ever escaped Manhattan?
But I ever escaped? Yeah, I escaped to San Francisco. And then I did a little in San Francisco.
Well, interesting, because today
What?
is the day, December 14th, that the Golden Gate Bridge lights went out due to a power failure. Did they talk about that in San Francisco? December 14th, it happened.
I don't remember that, but I do remember the earthquake.
The earthquake was October 17th, 1989. Because my daughter was born October 17th, 1990. I know. And we went to California and they had all these T-shirts. I survived October 17th.
Yeah, I left San Francisco by that time, but a friend of mine had to make his way back from Palo Alto to San Francisco, and it was quite a challenge because he had to literally, weave his way back. And he had just put in, earthquake-proof beams underneath his house up in Potrero Hill. So, I don't know. I'm glad I don't live there. I like living here.
Yeah, New York is the bummer. So back to you and your photography. Like,
Yes.
what are your goals as being a photographer? Like, what do you want to see yourself? And what photography do you think is? What do you think of paparazzi?
It's funny because it's a very hard job to be paparazzi. I know that from my perspective because even when I go to events where I'm supposed to take pictures, it's very hard to tell people, say, hi, could you pose? Thank you, snap. And that's very hard to do. So I think paparazzi who have to take people on the move, get really weird shots. I don't like that stuff. It's like you either have to pose or actually pay attention to me so that something's going on, in the picture rather than just them leaving or them turning around or something like that.
Catching them.
Catching them. Yeah. So I don't really do that. I just don't do that.
Right. So what is your favorite things to shoot?
You.
Aww. You're such a kiss ass.
No, I
You did take really good pictures.
Yes, I like taking pictures of rock bands primarily. And
because that was how you met me first.
yes.
I know.
Yeah, and I like taking pictures of rock band friends.
Nice.
Because they're always fun while the rock band is playing.
Right.
So
are you friends with Mickey or the Indecent?
I call him the Indecent, but that's just because I'm like Christopher Walken.
Would you want to be in his shoes right now? Christopher Walken was on that boat, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
What's up with that boat?
That's why it's so weird.
No, he lives on my block. He lived on my block for a long time. It's not that weird. He lives on 80th in Columbus.
You got that?
118.
Oh my God.
118 West 80th Street. Yeah, it's on the first two floors.
He might not be there anymore.
No, he is. And his wife Georgia is she's a big casting director, so if you want to go get hooked up.
Wow. I mean, but I've always loved Christopher Walken. He was once at a table next to mine at Caroline's with Daryl Hall. I mean, it was a whole bunch of them sitting there. It was Belzer was performing, and he had some audience. Man.
There was a day when I used to live on the Upper West Side at 8th in Columbus, and there was a day where there was I walked into a bar and Bruce Willis was serving, and the whole cast of Saturday Night Live was there, including Jim Belushi.
Like before, because he used to be a bartender at a club.
Well, Bruce Willis was he was at Chelsea Commons, not Chelsea Commons, but Amsterdam.
Something.
Can't remember.
That's okay.
Can't remember, but
no, he used to bartend at this Kamikaze. Thank you. It was Kamikaze. Yeah. I remember that place. That's it. Yeah.
So
good job.
That's where all my old days come.
So back to your old days. Do you have a good skeleton from your closet?
Well, they're only from the old days.
Good. That's okay.
Okay. Well, there were days when I remember when the ATM came out.
Okay.
And
what happened?
Well, you got $100 out of those ATMs, and that's how much certain things cost. We would just chop it right there on the ATM.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Chop it.
Chop it.
Oh, that.
Chop it.
Like for $100. Got it. In the bathroom. And
boom, it's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the Citibank. Boom, gone. 66 and Broadway.
So your ATM did that?
No, I got the $100 and I bought it.
I was like, I never knew you could get that.
And then I would go over to Studio 54.
Okay.
More,
Yeah, well, that was the place to drop.
Every place was hurrahs.
It was a different era.
Yeah.
See, it's more mobile, so you can do that anywhere.
It was just so much better.
All right,
so much better.
Today happens to be Bouillabaisse and unofficial Monkey Day, so please take your treats.
I will.
And your website, how do people find you if they want to use you as a...
NYC Photo Library. That's all one word.
NYC
Photo Library. And we're just rebuilding our site, so it's a little, unmanageable right now, but it's actually very easy to use. You can license, download.
And when you highlight
print pictures.
architecture, like
Right now I do. I haven't gotten any of the bands in there yet. I haven't gotten any of the women.
what do you think of Lindsay's spread?
I don't know. Let me see it.
Lindsay.
Those Lindsay's spread.
Lindsay Lohan in Playboy.
Oh.
It's linked on the internet.
I saw her boobs. They weren't that impressive.
Oh, I love Lindsay. I have such.
They didn't have any freckles on them.
Well, they had freckles.
They photoshopped them.
Not on her
In
boobs.
one shot, they had freckles.
Not on her boobs.
I don't know.
They photoshopped it.
I know, that's so sad. It's
I know. What do you think of Photoshop and all that?
I don't Photoshop. I just use a little Lightroom. I just touch it up because I'm an editorial guy. I like stuff to look real.
I know. I'm a realist too. I really am.
Yeah, and I think.
Are
Lindsay,
you?
Yeah, for the most part. I don't like all that like spray painting, that face spray.
Vaseline on the lens.
No, but you know that makeup, that spray that everybody uses, and they have no lines, they have no character. I'm not into that at all.
I'm curious to know what you would do with me. I
You
know.
look gorgeous.
Oh, baby cakes are too nice. So last shout outs. Anything you want to tell the world?
I like your letter.
Say what?
I like the letter.
You like
my
glitter?
makeup.
You like
I like
it?
your glitter.
Oh, thank you.
Your co-host is hot.
She is hot. She is so hot.
And
You gotta come back.
I like black.
Oh, good. Oh, we do too.
And no.
That's it? Thank you so much. So what are you going to celebrate this holiday season?
Well, it's really hard to celebrate right now, but that's a long story. But anyway, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to have a nice Christmas with my family.
Good.
And,
in Connecticut?
No, in Princeton.
Oh, Jersey.
Princeton, USA.
So that's the
It's
whole
like
tri-state area.
No, it's like a little island in New Jersey. It's not really considered part of New Jersey.
Oh, is that like the UN?
Princeton, yeah. It's kind of like Morocco.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just a little piece of New Jersey that's really special.
Is that why they call it the Garden State?
Yeah, but they call Princeton the coolest part.
Ah, I want to go there.
I want to go to Princeton.
I want to go to Princeton.
Princeton Island.
I know Brooke Shields went to Princeton.
She did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
So who wants to come?
We did.
I've been there.
Oh, she's been there. Shit.
I had a few boyfriends from Princeton.
Ah!
Well, I'm here I might be here after Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Have another love connection. Thank you so much for visiting, and come back anytime. And,
You're lovely.
we still have Donna Destry.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.